friends, welcome back to a new video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to be working on my front patio for the summer season. Now I wanted to get this video out sooner, but the last couple of weeks we've been having a lot of rain and I couldn't work on this space, even though spring has been really good to us. And I'm not complaining because it is good for the plants to have some rain every now and then, but this place is looking really shabby, as you can see, and I didn't pay much attention to it, but I'm going to be sprucing it up for the summer. Now I wanted to show you my eucalyptus plant here. I've had this for a while now, but somehow I let it die, but it didn't really die. I pruned it all the way down, as you can see, but it is showing life, you guys, and I'm so happy with that, and I hope that it will come back and be luscious again. And what about my hostas, you guys? I am loving these. They come back year after year and they do so well here on my front patio because I don't get a lot of sunshine here, but I am loving this. Now, okay, with that being said, let's get to work. At the end of the fall season, I like to keep this space very neutral, so I bring in the neutral color cushions, and this middle one is the actual Christmas pillow cover that I had, and I just flip it around to the neutral side. Now I'm going to be removing all of these. I'm going to be throwing them in the washer and store them away for next winter season. And I'm going to be bringing in some brighter colors for summer. Here you can clearly see how dirty this cover is, and I'm gonna throw it in the washer, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get everything out. Now what I'm gonna show you here is this is an Euro pallet, you guys, and look at how wasted this bench is. I've had it here I think now for maybe 3 years, maybe 4, I'm not too sure, but it has had its best time and I think it is time to part with it. So this year is the last year that I'm going to be using it, so for fall also, but next spring I will be taking this bench to the dump, and I am already looking for something else here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a DIY here or buy something. I'm not really sure what I want for this space. I really love this bench and I love the look of it, so I'm not sure if I want something similar, or I used to have like a bistro set here also in the past. I like that too, but I'm not really sure what to do. Let me know down in the comments what you would do in this space. Every year after fall I'm trying to keep some pumpkins to see if I can dry them out. Now these are the only 2 that did a good job. They are really hard and tough and they are only dirty, so I'm going to be saving these and I'm gonna clean them up and I'm gonna paint them to use for my fall decor this year. Now, like I said, I wanted to bring this video out to you guys sooner, but the last couple of weeks it's been raining, so I couldn't do anything outdoors. So today it is Friday and they said it's going to be raining today too, so I'm like here a race against time to get this done before it starts raining. And you can see by the daylight here that it changes constantly because it is a very strange day. It is really warm and not too hot, but it can start raining at any moment. now that everything is clean, I can bring in the heavy artillery. Now for my backyard, it is a whole different ball game because that takes me a long time to get everything clean. But this front patio, it's done in a jiffy, and I'm so happy with that. So all of this took me, I think, about 3 to 4 hours to finish completely, so cleaning and decorating, and just using the power washer on my pavers here, I think it only takes about 15 minutes. I did get a new hose for this side of the house because the green one that I had here last year was way too long, you guys, for this tiny space. So I took that one in the back. I'm using that for my backyard, and I got this shorter one for here. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. One of my least favorite chores to do is cleaning windows, you guys. I just dislike this so much, and I hardly do it. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you use to clean your windows, because it is hard to get them streak free, and that is one of the reasons why I don't like doing it that much. You might remember my video last year where I tried to remove this rust stain here. Now I just hate that you buy something and it just doesn't work, and I think, why do they sell these things? Because it's just a waste of money. Let me know down in the comments, do you experience that, and what actually do you do? Do you return it, or you just leave it for what it is? I just left it in this case, but sometimes I think I need to return it and just let them know that the product isn't good. Now this bench, on the other hand, is doing really well. The only thing that's an eyesore to me is the paint chipping off. Now last year I gave it a new coat of paint, and I think I'm going to be doing every other year, not every year. And these two little side tables, you guys, I love these. I had them for years in my backyard, and since last year I'm using them here on my front patio. In a previous video, I took you with me on my trip to the garden center where I picked out my annuals. In case you are interested in seeing that video, I will link it in the description box below. I've had these two purple planters on my front patio for years, and I love the pop of color that they bring in the space. And I'm filling them again this year with geraniums. I did mention in previous videos that I do not change out my soil every time. I try to reuse it as much as possible. Of course, if the soil isn't good, then you have to toss it out. But usually I do an inspection and see if the soil is still good, and then I mix it up with new soil and add fertilizer to it. I just did a video on how I repot my annuals and my perennials, what kind of potting soil I use, and what kind of nutrition I use for my plants. And I do go into more details on my gardening journey. So in case you are interested, again, I will link that in this description box below. I really do love how this planter looked here on my front patio here on this bench, and I do hate to see this bench go, but really you guys, it is time to part with this bench. Look at the sky here. There's a lot of clouds and a lot of gray, so I think there's a lot of water in there that wants to come out, so I really have to get going here. Now I have this tablecloth. It's isn't a tablecloth, and the table that I use it for in my backyard, I actually got rid of it this spring, and you will see that when I decorate my backyard. But since I don't have that table anymore, I don't have a use for this tablecloth, and I thought let's try to use it as a rug here on my front patio. And I'm just playing around here, seeing what's the best layout to use this. But to be honest, after I'm done, you're gonna see that in a minute, I'm not really liking it, and I'm going to be switching it out for an actual rug. But I still wanted to see if I could get away with using this tablecloth here instead of a rug, and this is how it turned out. Totally not what I had in mind, so it has definitely got to go. You'll see that in a bit. For the summer season, I like to use bright colors because that makes me so happy. Now this cushion here is something that I thrifted a few years ago, and I'm still loving it. I did throw it in the washer, and these pillow covers are covers that I already had and used in my previous decor in my backyard. Now I'm gonna be hanging up the pots here on the wall, and I'm going to start bringing in all the plants here in the space. This fern, if you remember my video from last year, I got it from my neighbor. And you guys, I've always wanted a fern, and look at how pretty it is. And they do say that they do better in shade than in the sunshine. And I noticed that the leaves were getting yellow, so I'm bringing it in the front here because this space is not getting a lot of sun. So I hope that it will do better and that the leaves will turn greener. But anyway, I have two of these, and I'm not really sure where I'm going to be putting the other one. But for now, this one is looking so pretty here. I got these cute light up plant pots, you guys, and I did get these like a couple years ago, and I never used them. I got two of them, and they were on sale for $6.99, and they were half off. So I got them for $3.50 each, and I've never used them, you guys. So I thought this is going to be perfect now for this summer season. And this is what they look like. So I am not going to drill a hole in them, obviously, because with this open like with this closed like this, it will protect the LED that's in there. So I'm just going to be putting a plant that's already in a pot in here, and I'm gonna show you in a minute how they're gonna look. So I got these Scavola plants, you guys. I love these. I've had them last year and the year before that, and they grew so pretty. I had them in purple, and this year I saw them in pink and white too. So I picked them up. They were 5 for €4, so that was really, really affordable. Now this is what they look like if I'm gonna put them in the pot. So I think it looks really, really pretty, and I can't wait to see how these pots look when they light up, when it gets dark. And I really do hope that they still work, because like I said, I've had them a couple of years already and they were still in the box. So I do hope that they work, but this is how I'm going to be using them this year. So let me show you where I'm going to put them. And this is where I place them, and I really love the luscious look of these scapolas, you guys, and I cannot wait to see them grow even bigger and more luscious. I did not like the look of the green rug whatsoever, so I decided to switch it up. And I remembered I had this yellow outdoor rug and it goes perfect with my cushions. So, and I didn't use this before, so I thought I would bring it out here. It is a little bit bigger, so but that's okay. I think it looks so much nicer now. You know by now how I like lighting up my space for the summer. I did change up my backyard garden lights, and I had these two over. So I thought I would bring them out here, and they look so nice during the evening. At the end of this video, I will show you some night shots. I had this lantern for a while now, and I didn't really use it anymore. I don't really like it for my indoor decor. I thought, you know what, let's just give it a fresh coat of paint and use it in my outdoor decor this year. If you want to see where I use these other two here on the left, then make sure you return for my other upcoming summer videos. Now tell me that this doesn't give you all summer vibes. These solar lanterns I've had for a while now, and they've been doing so good, but they are started to get a little bit weathered, as you can see. But as long as they are doing well, I'm gonna keep them. So I'm going to be hanging them up where I always do every year, there and there. And that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you have enjoyed this and that you could have gotten some idea what to do with your outdoor space for this summer. I am absolutely in love with all the colors, the pinks, the yellows and the greens. It just makes me so happy for the summer. Now I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next one. Till then, always remember to live, laugh and love. Bye guys.